Right now, Seattle police are investigating the city's first homicide in more than a month after a driver was shot and killed on Capitol Hill. Good evening, I'm Preston Phillips.
And I'm Molly Shen. Despite this latest shooting, violent crime and homicides are on track to see a significant decrease in Seattle this year. KOMO's Jeremy Harris sat down with Police Chief Shon Barnes today to talk about why, plus the department's new efforts to use technology to hold violent offenders accountable. Jeremy?
Yeah, Molly and Preston, Chief Barnes has now been on the job for around 9 months, and he took over a department in turmoil, fighting low staffing and rising violent crime in recent years. Now he says there are signs of progress in getting control of the city's most pressing public safety issues. For 38 days, Seattle saw no homicides. It may not seem like a huge accomplishment, but it's part of a trend that Police Chief Shon Barnes says is showing a turnaround.
The data is telling us that homicides are decreasing, violent crime is decreasing, the number of shots fired are decreasing.
When compared to last year, reports of shootings and shots fired in Seattle are down by about 25%. Homicides are on track to see a nearly 50% reduction this year. Despite that, areas like Little Saigon, Belltown, and Lake City are still asking for help to control the impacts of drugs and homelessness.
There still are some areas of the city that are it's hard to look at and say there's been progress here.
I think areas that have been ongoing challenges require ongoing solutions, and ongoing solutions require consistency. And so that's what we're trying to bring to the city. When I talk to people, they see an improvement in 12th and Jackson. They see an improvement in Belltown.
This year, the department has hired 120 officers, on pace for a record. The department has commissioned a staffing survey to look at how many officers the city needs.
I think the answer is as many as we can get.
As those new recruits come online, are we going to see a difference in how police are able to respond to calls in the city?
As you see people coming in, my focus is to make sure that we can fill those vacancies in our patrol units. We want really a whole of government approach to the way we handle public safety, and that's one of the things that I hope to continue to bring to Seattle.
The department hopes to wrap up that staffing survey sometime this fall. I also asked the chief about his response to criticism of the new surveillance cameras that are going up in those crime hotspot neighborhoods. And he says the city has tight ability to control where that information goes. And if anybody from the federal government were to try to access those cameras, they could shut them off or cancel the contracts around them. And they also have an outside monitor tracking how those cameras are being used. But overall, the message here from the chief, progress, but still more work to do. Reporting live in Seattle, Jeremy Harris, KOMO News.
All right.